Hello and welcome to English 2327, Survey of American Lit 1. First of all, I wanted to go over a few things. I am your teacher, Libby Bennett, and the easiest way to get a hold of me is to actually email me within D2L. You can also use my Lone Star email address, which you can see on the screen, but it's more reliable to go through D2L since sometimes emails from students, if it's not coming from your Lone Star account, get pushed into spam and I don't see them for a couple days. I check email in the summer from Monday through Thursday, and I will not be available or checking email on either June 13th or July 4th. I also send out reminds messages through Remind app. This is a one-way text messaging service that allows me to send out updates from my phone, and I send a lot of reminders that way too. The syllabus. I wanted to go over the syllabus, which you will receive in a separate email, to go over the course, talk about the textbooks, to talk about my drop rule, the discussion boards, quizzes and tests and essays, the final exam exemption, how I determine your grade, and then how the grade letters stack up to GPAs, and a tentative instructional outline. So this course is a survey of American literature from the period of exploration and settlement through the Civil War. Students will study works of prose, poetry, drama, and fiction in relation to their historical and cultural context. Text will be selected from a diverse group of authors and traditions. The student learning outcomes. These are what makes this course transferable. All right, so first we're going to identify key issues, representative authors and works, significant historical or cultural events, and characteristic perspectives or attitudes expressed in the literature of different periods or regions. Analyze literary works as expression of individual or communal values within the social, political, cultural, or religious context of different literary periods. Demonstrate knowledge of the development of characteristic forms or styles of expression during different historical periods or in different genres. Articulate the aesthetic principles that guide the scope and variety of works in the arts and humanities, and write research-based critical papers about the assigned readings in clear and grammatically correct prose, using various critical approaches to literature. The textbook. On the syllabus, you'll see that you need 3 textbooks. It's actually 3 volumes of an anthology. We don't read very many of those stories, so if you are interested in purchasing the books as part of your own personal library, you're welcome to, but there's nothing in there that helps you extrapolate theme or ideas or any kind of historical context. It's literally just books of stories. Most of the things that I will be sharing with you are free because in the public domain now, so I will be sending links and PDFs that I can find online. The only thing that you will need to purchase is The House of the Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and I've included a link to the Amazon book that I bought so that we can all stay on the same page. You can use a different book, but when you start trying to pull out text evidence as a class and in discussions, it's much easier if we all have the same book. My drop rule. I will drop you from the course for the following reasons. You do not participate in 2 consecutive discussion boards, and/or you do not complete Essay 1 by the due date. A discussion board is really how I know that you're in class every week. And if you miss 2, that's virtually 2 weeks of school. And at that point, that's 1/3 of the course. So you have to have an active presence in the course. If you are not passing the course with at least a 60 by June 28th, which is the official drop date for Lone Star, you should consider dropping the course. There's really not enough time, something under a 60 to a passing grade. Remember, you need a 70 for the course to transfer. Discussion boards, I call these DBs, and each week you will have a discussion board to participate in. You must respond to the initial prompt by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. with a minimum of 250 words, and you must respond to at least 2 classmates' posts by Friday at 11:59 p.m. with a minimum of 125 words per post. Discussion boards work like miniature essays, so that you need to have a very robust post, something that allows other people to comment on and actually create an online conversation. Quizzes and tests. There will be periodic quizzes given throughout the semester. Generally, there's 1 quiz a week. The only test is the final exam. Essays. You will write 2 essays in this course, and you will have a choice of several topics. You can also choose your own topic, but you will need to email me for approval of your thesis first. These essays are 2 to 3 complete pages long. So what that means is should be 2 pages plus at least a line or 2 on the 3rd and all the way down to the 3rd page. Anything less than 2 pages will not be acceptable. You'll submit these in a Dropbox in D2L, and all papers must be in MLA 8th edition format. The final exam and exemption. This is something that I have come up with to encourage students to work hard all term to be exempt from the final exam. Your final exam is a test. If you do take the final exam, it's just a culmination of a lot of the questions from the quizzes that I've given all term. So you'll be able to study those quizzes in preparation for the final exam. I will exempt you from the final if you have completed 100% of the course assignments and have a course average of 82.51 by Friday, July 6, 2018. Late work. In a summer course, I cannot accept late work. The course goes too fast. Now, right now, if you look into the course online, you may not see a whole lot of stuff there, but I typically build out the course well in advance so that it gives you the opportunity to work ahead. Grammar and mechanics. Everything you write in here must be written in complete sentences. You must use proper grammar, punctuation, spelling, and mechanics in everything that you write. You can use style guides like the MLA formatting or any of the ones online. I recommend the Purdue OWL. And you also have access to a free Grammarly Premium account. And I've given you information on how to get that in week 1 in D2L. Grade determination. The discussion boards count as 50% of your final grade. Quizzes and tests are 30% and your essays are 20%. The letter grade assignment. Lone Star uses a 4.0 GPA scale. So 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, and below 59 is an F. But you need to keep at least a 70 to have this course transferable because universities do not typically accept grades under a C. The withdrawal policy. If you'd like to, you can pause your screen right now and you can read this. It's also in the syllabus that I'm sending via email, and so is the 6-drop rule. The tentative instructional outline, this is actually available in D2L. It's much more reliable. I can alter it throughout the term, but I always let you know by sending you out an announcement in D2L. So let's take a moment and look at D2L. Once you open D2L, your screen will look something like this. If I had announcements, they would go right in here. And you would see that every time you sign into the course. Where you'll find most of the information is under content. So if you look here on the left, you'll see where it says overview, and that's where I have put your syllabus, and then a table of contents. So what I have done is I have divided the course by week, and then within those weeks are submodules. So your first submodule is what do I do Monday and Tuesday? And this is kind of where you just get to know the class and get a little bit more familiar with us. The real work will begin probably Tuesday and Wednesday when you start reading and things like that. And I'll have it broken down by what do I do Monday and Tuesday, and then what do I do Wednesday and Thursday, and then what do I do to prepare for next week. All right, well that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.